Hello and welcome. How are we all doing? Let me bring the chat up here. I've never done a phone live stream before. I am coming to you live from Symmons Plains. We've got the Supercars secondary series, the Super 2s at the moment. We'll just see if I can get some chat up on the screen though. I think we should be pretty right now. So anyway, let's go for a bit of a wander. This is a pretty magical day here at Symmons Plains Raceway. Something a little bit different, I suppose. And we're actually going to start right near Ryan, my regular stream buddy. We're going to be starting right near his cars there. In fact, that is one of the driver's wives walking in front of the camera now, Dom Story. Dom's actually walking, warming the car up now. Hey Legacy, how are you, mate? Great to have you along. We are currently warming up. Their qualifying session, I believe, is at 12:15. Sorry if you can't hear me very well. Obviously, it's a racetrack. Obviously, it gets loud here. That's just how that happens.
And there's a bit of wind.
Yeah. So let's go for a bit of a wander while we do this anyway. They'll be a little while off. They're just warming the cars up. I'll duck out of the way. We might get to see them pull out of the pits here. Probably a little bit hard to see them in the darkness, but these four cars here are actually the liveries that Ryan has designed. I'd go for a closer walk, but I reckon I don't really know what's happening. Ryan's running off over there to try and get some good angles of it. But I might try and get in for a bit of a wander, a bit of a closer look. Or at least walk up through the other cars. Everybody's sort of standing back a little bit at the moment. But I get that the lighting's probably not great. Here's one of Ryan's cars. Hey Lewis Jr., George, great to have you here. It's 3 AM. I knew it would be an arsehole of a time, I did know that. But I appreciate you being here, even though you probably can't hear me very well. Just having a look through Ryan's cars at the moment. Dom's obviously warming one up. Hey Staniel, great to have you along. Just going to get out of the way here before the security asks me to leave. Don't really know what's happening. Ryan's kind of standing over there next to his cars like a proud dad at the moment. Hey Hippie Heat, great to have you here. And you can hear me okay, that's good. That is goodly. We are going to go for a bit more of a walk here soon. I'll see if I can get his attention. Get him to come along with us. So he's starting to roll a few of them out because they are up next. So they'll be getting pretty keen to get head towards pit lane, I'd imagine. At the moment we're right around the back. Obviously the main guys are at the front of the pits. This is sort of up the back a little bit. How's that V8 noise? There you go, she's shut down. He might come over. We'll get back up. Try and show off these liveries of Ryan's. He's going in for a closer look. How you going? You're like a proud dad watching over your flock, mate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, let's jump out of the way before we're in the way. But I thought it would be a good place to start up the back. Have a look at those liveries, and it's a bit quieter up here, obviously. A lot of the crowd's down near the main sort of guys. But you'll probably see some of these pictures, I'd imagine, up on the Facebook page a little bit later on. We'll grab some of the pictures Ryan's looking at, but we'll go for a wander. He'll notice soon that I've gone. I feel like that's going to be a thing. And I've got no sort of Steadicam rig or anything like that with me today, so straight off the phone. It's probably not the best vision, but yeah, he's still hanging around back there. I'm pretty sure I could go and do whatever I want. I'm thinking about going for a wander down through the other section. Problem is it's a little bit empty at the moment because the touring car masters are heading out on track as we speak. But I can see a couple of little sneaky RX-7s down through there. I don't know how well, if at all, you can see. So I can see a little Cowtex or Cowtaz RX-7 over there. So we might go for a wander. See how close to the cars I can get. Give you a good look. Hey Beth, great to have you here. It's got to be fairly late for you as well. But we'll see some sights and then I might wander around the front and show you some of the main boys. But I think it's always good to come around here. As I say, the crowds are pretty low. The environment's a bit more relaxed with the drivers and such. Everyone's taking the photos, things are getting ready. Oh, it's only 10 PM, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. And then finally it is his pride and joy, Dom Story's car, finally coming out of the pits here. I don't want to make a big deal of it, but I kind of feel like that Data Express logo at the back could have been slightly lower towards the top of the wheel arch. Not criticising, mate, I'm just making the point.
I didn't tell him where to put it.
So I'm thinking, Ryan, I might go for a wander here soon.
Yeah, I just want to get some photos.
Yeah, for sure. There is the driver of that car, Dom Story, having a quick chat with Ryan. Gonna go back to sleep now, Lewis. No worries, thanks for stopping by, mate. Appreciate your time. I know it is a difficult time of the day for you guys in the UK. But it's good to have you all along. We'll wait for Ryan to stop chatting up the drivers and then we'll go for a bit more of a wander. Hey Speedy, how are you, mate? Hope you're going well. To give you a bit of perspective as to where we are, just while Ryan's otherwise occupied, that's sort of down towards the main area. You can see more of the trucks and such. As I say, we are sort of up the back. This is down where the trucks are generally parked, everything's unloaded, so we are sort of right up the back. I'm walking down the middle of where the cars are going to be coming out soon, but they're a little while off. This is the second half of the field, so maybe I'll just wander down here whilst we wait. We can have a bit of a look at the cars. Yeah, no, look, it's not too bad. It's probably a little bit cooler than it does look, Speedy. But I figured since I'm back here in the pits, mucking around, be a good opportunity to show you some of the cars up close and personal, things you might not get to see on TV all the time. Hey Hot Streak, how are you, mate? Great to have you here. There we go, that is pretty much the Super 2's field in its entirety. I'll scoot back up and see if we can find Ryan. And then we'll go for a walk along the front straight. It's always good to build up to a big finish. I do really want to go and see that Mazda. I don't know if I can zoom in on that and how unstable it's going to be, but there's a nice sneaky little RX-7 that I'm keen for a little look at. You're off, Daniel, no worries at all. Thanks for joining. You're just sneaky up the back here. Guess I'm okay. Guess I'm allowed to be here. Who knows? I might get asked to leave soon. Bless little mate for an entertaining stream, won't it? Yeah, he's still talking to Dom. We'll go back over to him. We'll go back through. I know you're looking at the same cars a little bit now, but hey, that's what you get. It's only really going to be a quick pit walk. I'm not going to try and put any racing over the actual phone itself. Yeah, that Mazda, tell me about it. Looking forward to that going out. That was actually on track this morning before I was able to get trackside, so I didn't get the opportunity to see it running, but I would like to. You can see, for those astute, these are the older supercars, so you've still got the old VF Holdens as opposed to the newer ZBs that the supercars are running this year. But yeah, hopefully Dom can go quite well. I like the DR14 on the mirror there. But yeah, we'll wait and see how we go. Once I go for a little bit more of a wander. You wouldn't think Dom would have too much time for the goal, would you? He's trying to prepare himself for a big qualifying session, but there you go. All right.
Sorry about that, ladies and gents.
That's fine.
Business matters, you know.
Business matters. How was Dom?
Yeah, he's going well.
Is he confident?
Yeah, he's never been here before, so that makes it definitely a little bit difficult.
Yep.
But you know, they were changing so many things on the car yesterday in practice that there was 7 minutes left before he actually managed to put some green tyres on it. As he was starting the green lap, the red flag went out for a crash with Macaulay Jones, so he never got to put a lap down. He says, like, because it's his first time in his rookie year, he's not expecting to be up the front, but he definitely would have been knocking on the back of the 10, so he was really happy with how things are going so far.
Yeah, good. Well, hopefully we see him do quite well today and get your car somewhere out the front. Now we're just going to scoot through on over to some of the other vehicles over there where that RX-7 was, going over for a look, and then we might duck straight out to pit lane and have a quick walk up pit lane. In fact, I might even just skip the RX-7 and just go straight to the front.
Yeah, we can do another one later.
I can always do a follow-up one. It's not like you guys are... Let's scooch on through here. We'll get to the front so you guys can have a bit of a look at the main boys. I know it's a tough time for all.
Attention in the pits, Dunlop Super 2 to marshalling area.
Yeah, we'll go this way. Why not?
Super 2 to marshalling area.
Seems like a pretty cool spot to hang out, doesn't it?
Where all the cool kids hang out.
It is where all the cool kids hang out. Sounds pretty windy. It actually is a little bit windy, and believe it or not, Speedy, it's not too bad in the pits here. What's the temperature down there? Actually, I don't know. Beth, what is the temp? Probably 20 degrees, somewhere there. It's not a real hot day. I've got my jumper on, although I wish I didn't. I feel like this isn't an encouraged area for...
my choice of not wearing one.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can sort of see out the back now in the catering area and things like that. It's always good to see a little bit of behind the scenes sort of stuff. Or is it me breathing hard? Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is. Got some good looking video going on today. Well, something a little bit different. I know it's not Gran Turismo. It is something a bit different, and it's the main concern obviously was that it's at a pretty tough time of the day, but I'm guessing a lot of people will, or a few people at least, will probably check this out a little bit later on and see the big row of trucks down there that bring them all in. But yeah, no, that's definitely the wind and not heavy breathing, just to clarify that for you. All right, now we are getting close to the actual main field, so we've already gone past Lownsy, a couple of other drivers. We'll see who we can see. This is pretty much the end of it, end of pit lane. Yeah, in real life GT. This is why we play GT, isn't it? So we can pretend to be these boys. Say moist. Lots of tyres in there. That's pretty much as far as I think we need to go down here. So let's go for the slow pan along. I'll try not to run into anyone. You can see there's a lot more crowd, a lot more people down here. That's the missus sorted. Nice. That's the kind of service I enjoy offering. It's always good at events like this as well to have just some good access to be able to get around the back, have a good look in the pits and everything like that. Especially for sort of a major event, I suppose. You can see that the pit lanes, they often look quite big when you see them on TV, but you'll notice when you look in the pits, the garages that is, they're actually not that massive. Here's the Mobile One Boost Mobile. I don't know if we can get much of a look. I'll try for some zoomage if I can. That's a bit crazy, wasn't it? A bit wild. Some pits are sort of harder to see in than others. It probably comes down to the budget, I'd imagine.
Yep.
Here you go. Here's one of the Nissan engines. Good to get an up-close look at it, I suppose. Some of the tyres for the day all marked. The relevant sides and things on them. Now I kind of wish I didn't have my jumper on, not going to lie.
Yeah, it's a bite.
I've turned GT off, I can't race anymore. I'd have to be a chameleon with your eyes going in different directions, yeah. Well, as I said, it's not going to be the longest live stream in history. Obviously, I'm just going to have a bit of a wander up here and turn it off, but just thought since we were out the back of the pits, yeah, maybe some of you guys that aren't able to get to Supercars races and things, especially being on the other side of the world, bit of an insight perhaps, things that you might not otherwise get to see.
See how it all rolls.
Yeah, just sort of check out our sport and how it runs.
Peter Brock Trophy.
Yeah, that is the Peter Brock Trophy. I should be able to zoom in on that, alright. For those of you who don't know, Peter Brock is something of a Australian driving champion hero, you would say, that unfortunately was killed in a motorsport accident, not in the Supercars itself, in a street Targa style race. How many years ago now, Ryan?
2006.
2006, there you go. So we're talking 12 years ago. Geez, it doesn't feel like that long.
And
we'll try and muscle through the crowd here, but also not getting those guys' way.
in a Daytona coupe out in Western Australia.
It was a Daytona coupe.
I've been there.
Here's GRM. This is where Ryan's boyfriend hangs around. That's the team principal. Is that his title? Team owner, yeah.
Gary Rogers.
Just here, Gary Rogers in front of us. So this is also where Ryan's man crush Garth Tander races for. Hoping to see Garth stand around. Oh, and there's the Fox telecast. We should probably move since we'll be on that. And you guys will be like, watch that, figure out who they are. Let's keep going. Again, it can be a little bit difficult depending on the team. Here's the Mega Fuels PRA entry, one of the PRA entries. Scooch on through. Try and get out of the way of
That'll be Richie Sanaway's car.
Chris Redbeard dropping by to say hi. Got to head out to the pub. No worries. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Appreciate you being
Probably
here.
the only time that we were actually. Oh, look at the mullet on that guy.
Oh, let's go to quickly check out mullet cam here. There we go. Let's wait for him to stand up. It's going to be a beauty. I do love catching
Oh, look at it. There we go.
a natural mullet in the wild. If I can unzoom in now. There we go. Zoom out. Is it another way of saying unzoom in? The Monster Energy garage here. See if I can get some sort of stability on that. Zoom in again. I know it does get a bit hard. When I zoom in, it sort of shakes around a little bit. If you're not happy with the stability, contact... I mean, there's the mullet guy back.
Yeah.
He loves the camera. He loves the spotlight. This is where you've got Frosty, Mark Winterbottom in here. Here's Pit Garage. Let's keep wandering. Starting to approach the end of the pit lane now. Super cheap auto entry there. In fact, that's Big Chazzy Mustard just standing right there. Gets hard when I zoom in. Well, I'm glad, hippie. I'm glad, mate. Thanks to that mullet, got a bit of Far Cry 5 as well. This GT today, exactly right. We've got the whole lot going on here today. It sounds like we've got the stunt planes out, giving a bit of a display. Techno Auto Sports entry there, Will Davison.
No, that's the Rock, mate.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. I had it in my head, you said Will Davis.
And here's Willie's Man Crush. That's where Craig Lowndes operates out of. The 888 operated Autobahn car. Again, it is a little bit hard to see. Stupid Lupert chimes in with a super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Get a tinny for you and Ryan. Have a good day, fellas. Much appreciated.
$5. That doesn't buy much.
Well, it's £5 to be fair. So that's probably like $100 Australian. So that'll buy us a carton or more.
Similar.
I'd imagine.
That's a lot of beer for you.
It is a lot of beer for me. That's very nearly the end. We've only got the Flash 888 set up left to go. And Penske. Of probably some of my favourite drivers. Scotty Mack, Shane Van Gisbergen. Much appreciate that though, Stupid. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Lowndes is the best car. There's, I sort of missed it. The stunt plane went overhead there. So here's Gizzy's. Shane Van Gisbergen's pit in there. That's the car I'll be going for this weekend.
For those that don't know who we're talking about,
Yeah.
that'd be them. Oh, it's this horrible wind.
It is horrible. And let me hold Gizzy's. There's Shane Van Gisbergen's face. And there's
See,
Jamie Whincup, sort of. That's a half-folded windy.
We weren't lying
Windswept
about
Jamie Whincup. We weren't lying about that.
I don't
I'll help him. I'll help you feed that back in there so that the next person that
actually wants it.
yeah can have that. Nice work. Good work. 1 to 3. We'll go for it. Let's go for a little sneaky, just a little sneaky look into the 888 engineering pit garages here. I won't get too close.
It's a nice little group of people down there. Right there in the white.
And here comes Shane Van Gisbergen now.
He stopped.
Oh, he's trying to get out of his way. But there he is. Don't worry about the picture on the screen. I don't know why the camera's struggling so much to zoom, by the way. And focus even, not zoom, focus.
Duddo and Roland Day. Everyone's doing it.
Yeah, Duddo, Roland Dane. We got the whole crew standing there. So they are a couple of the important blokes within the team. Get an interview. Look, I reckon I would, but you know, Shane came up before and said, mate, can I have an interview on your live stream? And I said, look, I'll call you back. I've got you still on the same number, mate? You still on the same number? No, I don't have time now, but I'll give you a call and we'll have a little chat later on. Good guy, good friend of mine, as you'd imagine. And then finally we've made it down to the Penske, which is the last garage on the list. Probably the best way to see that car is sit there by, again, coming over and looking at that. That is the Shell Helix.
I do really enjoy these little men that they've got to put their gloves and helmets on.
The men?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got little vents in them and it shoots air through them, so it helps dry them out after sessions so they don't get all sweaty and everything.
Get it all sweaty.
They look pretty cool, I reckon.
There you go. Stupid super chat was worth $9 Australian.
Oh,
So that's how well our economy is going today.
Holy crap.
Thank you again. Tell him you're a famous hit, mate. He knows who I am. As if Shane Van Gisbergen wouldn't know who I am.
He was chasing us.
Yeah, he was. He was running after us, and then I waved him off. You can't see behind the camera, but I actually had to wave Shane off. I was like, mate, I don't have time. I wonder if I can capture any of this stunt plane. It's asking a lot of a phone camera, isn't it? It's asking a real lot of a phone camera. I can see him there. This is pretty much the end of the pit lane, by the way. Just the safety vehicles here. So we don't have a great deal left to talk about. The stream is pretty much going to end soon. Let's a look back up pit lane there. I know the lighting's difficult. I know the focusing's been difficult, but thank you all for joining me anyway. I'm still determined to try and catch this. Here we go. We've got obviously had a bit of an incident here in the Touring Car Masters. That side of the car's not too bad, but the other side was a bit broken. We still have one more coming as well, so we'll watch that.
It looks alright.
It doesn't look too bad. Might have been a mechanical issue more so than a driving issue. Who knows? But that is a bit of a pit lane walk here at the 2018 Australian Supercars. And there's that stunt plane. Give a bit of zoom in so you can see what's going on. Yeah, the phone camera struggles a lot. I've got a proper camera in my bag, but I can't. Sarcasm detected, Lele. Never. Tell him the good YouTubers. Oh, I want to read that chat. Don't disappear on me. Are all asleep, so stuck with you. That's it. I've told him that. He actually said, "Oh, there's a couple other YouTubers I'd prefer to chat to," and I said, "Mate, they're all asleep. No one else is here. It's just me. You've got me, and that's it." So I think I'm going to end the live stream there. We are 26 minutes in now. Ryan's getting pretty antsy to make sure we're out on track for the Super 2's qualifying, so he can watch his cars go around. So I think as I look back up pit lane for the one last time, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you all very much for joining me. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, stupid. You're all a bunch of legends and champions. And if I can figure out how to end this live stream, enjoy the weekend. Much appreciated, Lele. Will do. Again, thank you all for joining me, and thank you for those who watch this as a video later on. I'm tipping, given that it's the middle of the night, that would be probably more so of you. Feel free to leave some comments down below. Of course, I will answer them. Thank you all very much. Bye for now.